it reminded me so much of the Hunger Games. I'm unfortunately not liking this one as much as I thought I would. I have 9 arcs on my shelf that I need to get to, so I thought it would be fun to do a little reading challenge to see how many I can read in 1 week. I don't know how many I'm gonna be reading. I have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7 physical arcs and 2 e-arcs to read. I've already started this book, Survival Show by Juno Dawson. It's a YA dystopian about a singing competition, and if you rank the lowest, if you get eliminated, then you face public execution. Also, my nails kind of match the book, which is really fun. I thought a little reading vlog type of challenge video would be fun to do for this video, just to see how many I can read in 1 week. And if you guys like this type of challenge video, then I will do it again with the remaining arcs and my TBR. So without further ado, let's get into this. How many arcs can I read in 1 week reading vlog? Today is Friday, June 12th. So next Friday, June 19th, we'll see where I'm at in the challenge. Also, make your predictions down below. How many books do you think I'll be able to read in this week? Honestly, I think I'm only going to be able to get through like 1 or 2. I'm kind of a slow reader, but I'm determined to make progress on this stack of arcs. Okay, so after I finished filming that intro, I actually got another arc in the mail. It's A Destiny So Cruel by Amanda Foote and C.L. Herman, except this is book 2 of a duology, and I did not read the first one, so I don't know why I have this. Thank you anyway, though, to Tor for sending me this. This comes out in November, so I have plenty of time to read the first one. I'm also trying not to look at the synopsis on the back because it has spoilers for the first book. But if you've read this series, well, if you've read the first one that's already out, let me know if it's good. I think I'm gonna get the audiobook, see if it's available so I can read this because I am intrigued by it. Okay, I'm about 100, just over 100 pages into Survival Show, and I am loving it so far. It's making me very stressed out, which I feel like dystopian books should do that. They should stress you out. I do have some just little gripes with just like the timeline of things, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. This is about Taryn, who is a refugee living in Scotland after her town in England was flooded many years ago. It's a dystopian world with like just different problems. There's not really one central problem. It's mostly just like climate change and excuse me, mister. Mostly just climate change and just, you know, corrupt billionaires. There's this show called Star Maker, and it offers a way for like normal people like her to go on and be famous and live these famous lives if they win the show. Except there is a chance that if you are eliminated from the show, then you face public execution because there's this thing called Project Population. In order to control the population, people can sign up for Project Population. Basically, they themselves for money. Like they get $500 or something for every year they've lived. And Project Population has partnered with Star Maker, so they go through this rigorous audition process, and then the top 10 are invited to the Dream House, where they then compete in challenges and try to win the show. Sometimes they form like groups from the contestants, like the winning contestants, but the top 10 are at risk of dying because if they get eliminated, they die. So that's the book so far. Page 108. I don't want to spoil anything, but like obviously you know she's made it onto the show because that's what it's about. But so far we've gone through the audition process, which was very stressful, and she's now at Media City, Michigan, which is the new Hollywood because Hollywood burned down and New York was submerged by floods. So Media City, Michigan, which used to be Grand Rapids, is the new hub for entertainment. So she's just arrived there. She's at the hotel. She's waiting to get on the show and start the show. I'm really scared because she made a friend during the audition process, and you're not supposed to tell anyone if you made it onto the show. So like her and her friend both said they didn't make it onto the show, but I'm pretty sure her friend also made it and just couldn't say anything. And now I'm scared that she's gonna die because I really like her. Anyway, that's my update. It is Saturday, June 13th, so one day into this challenge. I read like one chapter last night. I was busy editing my last video, which you should go check out, by the way. So I didn't read much yesterday, but I made up for today because I've read almost 100 pages today. I actually think I might finish this in the next couple of days, so I could also finish another book. We'll see. It's Sunday, so day 3 of this challenge. Technically day 2 because I didn't really read on Friday. They just did their first competition and now they're gonna find out who's gonna be eliminated for the first time, and I'm so scared. Like, I'm nervous because it's so dark and sad and scary. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna finish this today. I'm so into it. I have to take just a little break because something just happened that literally made me go, oh my gosh. I don't know what she put in this book, but I have this much left of Survival Show, and I'm very interested to see how it ends and what's going to happen. Also, I'm a little scared, but I don't want it to end, but also I want it to end because I want to see what happens. I finished Survival Show yesterday. Wow, what an amazing book. I am in a little bit of a book hangover because of it. I'm gonna put my Goodreads review right here so you can pause and read it if you want. I'll do a quick summary of what I wrote. Basically, I enjoyed this book so much, way more than I thought. I thought it would be kind of silly with like the Survival Show aspect. I didn't know what to expect. And I don't make this comparison lightly, but it reminded me so much of the Hunger Games. They don't even really have a similar concept or anything, just that they're both young adult dystopian books revolving around a televised survival show. It was just the feeling I had while reading it. I don't know, it just reminded me a lot of the Hunger Games, and a lot of like the critiques and messaging in the book reminded me of the Hunger Games. For this one, there are definitely a lot of different themes. Dystopian books usually explore themes of like climate change or corruption, political scheming, greedy billionaires, AI, etc., etc., and those were all talked about in this book. But also it was a major critique, at least I think it was, of the entertainment industry and reality TV shows. It was just so good, and definitely read it when it comes out. I think it comes out August 4th. And thank you so much to Simon Teen for sending me an ARC. Also, there were so many moments in this book that had me gasping, like so many reveals and twists and turns. Oh, it was just, I'm like still thinking about it. And there's gonna be a sequel. In the acknowledgements, the author said, like, now on to write the sequel, and I'm so excited. This one kind of ends on an open ending, and I was okay with that because dystopian books, I don't always expect them to like solve all their world's problems in one book. But this one, wow, I'm so excited to read the second one. Okay, I think I'm done talking about this book now. I don't know, I could probably talk about this for a while, so leave a comment if you want me to talk more about it or explain different things about the book. Now on to the next book, which is Immortal Game by Allison Saft. I still don't know how I have an ARC copy, a physical ARC copy in my hands, but I'm so grateful. This one, I'm not sure what it's about yet, so when I read the first like 50 pages or so, I'll get back to you. I'm excited. Update on Immortal Game by Allison Saft, which is the next ARC I was going to be reading for this ARC reading week challenge thing that I'm doing. It's Thursday today. I barely read anything all week. After reading Survival Show so quickly, I really thought that I would be able to finish this one and maybe start another one. Then I got busy with other things and I just didn't feel like reading, etc., etc. I'm always doing like these challenges and then I feel like they're really lame because I don't really read as many as I maybe think I'm going to read. Anyway, update on this book. I said I would give an update when I was around 50 pages in. I'm on chapter 5, page 53. I'm unfortunately not liking this one as much as I thought I would. So what is it about? Shay is a chess master. I don't know what classifies someone as a grandmaster, but she's like really good at chess, I guess. Honestly, that part of her character isn't really explained. It's just like, yeah, she's really good at chess. She's always liked playing chess and she's really good at it. It starts with a prologue with Shay and her sister Adine in the woods, and this fairy king comes and sees them and he wants to take the sister away because he says like she's his lost love or something and they've been separated. Adine says, no, I'm not gonna go with you, but then he says, I'll be back. 2 years later, he comes back and takes her. This king, his name is Medea, which apparently he is a real figure in Irish like fairy folklore, Medea of Briley. He also loves chess for some reason. Like the explanation is that fairies love games and Irish fairies especially love chess. Also, for most of the time I was reading these 50 pages, I thought it took place in Ireland, but I guess they were in America the whole time, even though all the characters have like Irish names and they keep mentioning Irish fairies. The world building it's kind of confusing. Maybe it's just me. Because then also, I guess the fairies who live in the other world used to coexist with the humans in our world, but then like 100 years ago, they stopped mingling together. Or like a few hundred years ago, they stopped letting people in through the veil and now they don't really communicate or something. So Adine was taken by the fairy king. Shay, her younger sister, is a chess master. Every 100 years, King Medea hosts a chess championship tournament for some reason with the humans, and if one of the contestants beats him because he's like really good at chess, then he will grant them whatever they want. And so Shay, the main character, enters the tournament hoping that she'll win so she can ask to get her sister back. Honestly, I'm thinking to myself, like, does her sister even want to be rescued? Like, she told him, I want to go, I don't belong here, because she was like a miraculous conception and she's a fairy basically, but it's not stated that she's a fairy, but everyone thinks she is because she was miraculously conceived and like she's kind of otherworldly in her features and she has like she can compel people. And so when the fairy king came back the second time, she was like, yeah, I don't fit in here, so I want to go with you. And Shay was like, no, you can't take her. I challenge you to a chess tournament, and if I win, you can't take her. And Shay lost, so Adine went with the fairy king. And I'm like, honestly, if I was Adine, I'd kind of want to go with him too. If a fairy king came to me and said, you're my lost love, let me take you to the other world so you can be a queen, I mean... So that's what the story's about so far. I'm 50 pages in. Shay has just arrived in the other world for the chess tournament. The chess, I don't know anything about chess. All I know about chess is what I've seen from the Queen's Gambit. To me, the chess aspect feels kind of forced. I don't know. It says on the inside here that this is by the author said this on the inside. I've carried this idea with me for over 10 years. After reading a story from the mythological cycle called The Wooing of Atane, I've tried many iterations of this reimagining, and it was only after falling too deep really, into a chess phase that I found the right shape for it. So far, I'm not really loving the chess aspect. I think it feels kind of forced because the author was in a chess phase and wanted to write a chess book. So I don't know how exactly it's going to fit in here. Also, side note, another gripe I have is the love interest who's on the cover, Kira. She's the king's younger sister. She's also a chess girly. She and Shay supposedly have this rivalry, but like we're never shown the rivalry. We're just told that they have a rivalry and that they hate each other. But the things I've seen so far of them, they don't really act like they hate each other that much. They kind of seem like they're friends. Something that I don't like about enemies to lovers or rivals to lovers books is when they supposedly dislike each other, but then they start talking about how attracted they are to the other person. And that happened in like the last couple pages I read here. Kira was showing Shay around the fairy castle, and Shay was just like thinking about how she was kind of attracted to her. So we'll see. I had high expectations for this because honestly I didn't know what it was about, but I liked the author's other book, Fragile Enchantment, and I think the cover is gorgeous, so I was like,
Oh, this sounds fun.
I was maybe thinking it was something like Divine Rivals. I don't know why I thought that. I think the fairy aspect is fun. It just feels weird with the chess, so maybe it gets better. We'll see. And I'm gonna read some more today, but honestly this might be the only other book I read for this challenge, so I'll give an update tomorrow, which is the last day of the challenge, Friday. Okay, it's Friday around 1:30 on page 52 of Immortal Game. Let's see how much I can read in like 3.5, 4 hours. Okay, I am on chapter 17 of Immortal Game, page 199, and I stopped reading around 5:20. So in those 4 hours, I read like 150 pages. That is not normal for me, but I really locked in with this book because I wanted to make the most of this challenge. Oh my gosh, my room is so dusty. My thoughts so far. Okay, it's growing on me. It is growing on me. I really like this one side character, Kira. She's very endearing to me. I really like her character. I think she adds a fun aspect to the story. And she's one of those characters that's like super bubbly and positive and fun, but like deep down, she's got some things going on. So I really like characters like that. So I like Kira. Shay is growing on me as well. At first I wasn't sure about her. However, she does have some layers to her. The chess aspect is also growing on me. I think it's kind of a fun twist on the typical like Fae Trials type of book. I do like the fairy lore as well. It's kind of reminding me of the Cruel Prince with like the whimsiness of it all. It's just lacking that spark that would make me truly invested in the story, unfortunately. Nothing against the story itself. It's just for me, I'm just having a hard time being invested. Like I'm reading it, I'm liking what I'm reading. I want to keep reading, but it's just, there's just, there's just not that thing that just makes a book wow when you read it. For me, I'm gonna see if I can finish this tonight, honestly. And if I do, I'll put something in the description and I'll link my review because I need to stop reading so I can edit this video and upload it on time for Saturday, a Saturday upload. So that was my weekly ARC reading challenge. I read 1.5 books because I am about halfway through this one. I have a whole stack. I got 2 more ARCs delivered while I was filming this video. Hopefully I'll get through them all. I do want to read a couple of them because there's a couple dystopian ones in there. So I want to do like a dystopian girl summer reading list. So I'm hoping to read those ones soon. You can check out my TikTok for updates on what I'm reading. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Just leave a comment. Just say hey. And with that, I will see you next week, hopefully with a new video. Bye. Oh, also, big thank you to all the publishers who have sent me ARCs. I'm very appreciative, and it is my goal to give honest reviews so that you can make informed decisions on whether or not you want to read these books. But big thank you to the publishers for sending me these ARCs.